All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, again, like I always say, I'm not gonna start saying it just because I care about you guys, man. I hope you guys are practicing social distance. I hope you guys are washing your hands, doing everything we need to get through, this epidemic of what's going on right now. It seemed like we moving in a positive direction. It's just starting to seem that way. I could be so wrong, but it's starting to seem like things are getting a little more positive. Yeah, a little bit, right? So let's keep our spirits high. Let's keep going. I know it's hard. I know it's tough. I mean, hey, my channel is mainly me reacting to games, and when games ain't on, it's kind of not a lot to react to. So with that being said, guys, I know that. I haven't, like I said, I haven't put out as much content as I can. Again, I don't want to just be finding crap to put out. So I'm constantly working on constant ways to bring out creative ways to bring you guys new content, and I promise I will not stop. My channel ain't as big as a lot of channels that can, they get a certain number of views per video and all of that. I don't, I have some, they do okay. But I'm so thankful for every one of you guys that watch my videos. So thank you. But today, get that out the way, man. I just want to say thank you. But today I want to talk about Brandin Cooks being traded from the Los Angeles Rams to the Houston Texans. Now, Cooks, really, he made a name in New England, went to the Rams, played a pivotal role in their Super Bowl run. They didn't win that. They didn't win that Super Bowl, but in them getting to that Super Bowl. And it just seemed like he kind of fell off a little bit last year. I don't know if it was the offense. The whole Rams as an entire team fell off last year, but he was one of those people that, just didn't quite seem to really live up to the expectations that was on him for last year based off of his performance the previous year. So he's now been shipped to, he's now being traded for a second and a fourth round pick to the Houston Texans. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this because of the real concussion issues that he had last year. Concussions are just those things. When you start to have back-to-back like that, you kind of seen, 2 in 1 season is starting to become an issue. What happens is not only is your physical at risk, but also I think it plays a psychological. Like every time you take a hit, you're like, oh my God, I hope I don't get another concussion. You want to dodge hits. You might not take that, that shot across the middle. Normally you'll just bow out gracefully, And I'm not saying that a player do whatever they have to do to protect themselves. But I do want to say that I don't think he's not a huge replacement for Deshaun Watson. Like, not Deshaun Watson. That's the quarterback. Deshaun Hopkins. What's the guy? DeAndre Hopkins. That's it. I don't get tongue twisted today. But yeah, so he's not a replacement for Hopkins. He's a good receiver based off his availability, but he's not going to replace Hopkins and I mean he's a good receiver, but I think this was more than anything to me, it looked like an attempt to save face on the part of the Houston Texans. They want to bring someone in there. You let DeAndre Hopkins go for nothing, literally nothing. I don't even want to talk about that. That every time you think it's some trades that when they happen, you just go what, and then you go okay, I don't even want to talk about that no more. So, but overall, it's a solid pickup. I hope they don't expect him to come in there and do what Hopkins did, because he's not on the same level, in my opinion. Now Cooks had some good years. He had a good year or two, but for him to come to try to replace a person like Hopkins, to me, is not even fathomable. So, do I like the move? I mean, it's a piece. It helps. But they got to continue to add to that receiving core. And most importantly, if there was anything, and maybe there's some fans out there that know more than me, but I wonder how Deshaun is. Have anybody got the beat on how Deshaun Watson feel about all this? Because it's like that. I'm for real. To me, it feel like they're just putting it all on his shoulders and be like, "Hey, go make it happen, man." Yeah, just go make it happen. So we're gonna give you some aging running back that was good when he was good. Okay, anyway, I don't want to beat that dead horse, but yeah. So like, it's a move, it's a piece, it's a good piece, but I don't see him being a equal replacement. To me, I really don't think it's close. Maybe I'm not looking at it right, but I don't see it as close comparing Hopkins to Cooks. It's not an equal replacement. So, but that's the latest. Brandin Cooks being traded for second round this year and the fourth round in 2022 from the Texans to the Rams, and the Houston Texans, of course, get Cooks. Maybe I'm wrong. For the sake of the Houston Texans and for the Houston fan base, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't see it as an equal replacement. Because I think one of the things that we all forget about just how good Hopkins was because of, for some reason his name wasn't just like spotlight. You hear about Julio Jones and before his antics, Antonio Brown and these other people, but Hopkins been a solid receiver for a long time. A great receiver for a long time, and sometimes I feel like his production get overlooked. But either way, that's neither here nor there. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you guys, and until next time, man, y'all be safe.